What is Gucci, everyone? It's AJ here, and this video I wanted to make about UI collection views. Unlike a table view where you see things vertically in vertical boxes, a collection view is used to show photos or store things in a certain order. So a collection view is really a better way to display images and lots of the same things in rows stacked on columns. And I'll show you what I mean by that. So if you look at your photo app, if you notice, there's a lot of squares, and each square is a photo, and there's columns, multiple photos on a column, on a row, and then multiple rows with each containing a row of photos. And so in this video, I hope I'll show you what a UI collection view can do. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to create a view. And it's going to be the UI collection view. UI collection view, and it's right here. And note that when you initialize a UI collection view, do not use a blanket initializer. You can error. You need to use the frame and collection view layout initializer. And for the frame, we're going to make this full screen. So I'm going to use UIScreen.mainScreen.bounds. So I'm going to give it the layout of the whole entire screen. And then the collection view layout is going to take a UI collection view layout. Usually we'd have to subclass UI collection view layout, but Apple also gives us a flow layout, which we can use. So flow layout, you'll see as you will see, automatically gives us our layout or how we want our images to be. And in this case, it just fills up each row until you run out of space, and then each column until it runs out of space, and then goes to the row below. Okay, so that's pretty easy. But like a table view, a UI collection view needs methods we need to implement. And so in this case, we need to implement the UI collection view data source. And also the delegate. We'll do that in the next video. The delegate is going to be more of how you respond to button presses inside the collection view and stuff like that. The data source kind of shows how you display data or how you display your views. And so if I command click on UI collection view data source, I get this protocol. And this protocol has a few methods I can optionally define. We're going to define the two methods it requires us to. Notice that the required methods do not have the optional keyword next to it. And so these two methods are going to ask the collection view two questions, and so you're going to respond with the answers. So this collection number of items in section is asking for how many items are in our collection view. I'm going to say return 100. Boom. And for this view, it's asking us to return a UI collection view cell. This is what we're going to see in our cell. And so now we need to do a few other things in our cell besides create a selection view. The first thing we need to do is set the data source to this class so it knows where to look for these two methods. It knows where to look for these two methods which answer the two questions: how many items there are going to be and what data is going to be in those items. We're also going to set the delegate while we're at it. We're not actually using the delegate in this video, but it's pretty nice to set because the delegate has a lot of power too. And what we also need to do that's actually very important is we need to register a cell. We need to register a cell class. And this is how we're going to do it. We're going to register a cell class, and all we're going to do is we're not going to create our own custom cell. We could do that by subclassing UI collection view cell, but instead I'm just going to use their own class, and I'm going to use the identifier cell, and I'm going and that's it. So now I'm going to create a var cell here, and I'm going to do that by getting the collection view, which is passed into me through the method. I'm not going to use a global variable. I don't have a global variable. And I'm going to dequeue the cell with the identifier cell, which I set up top, and then I'm going to use the the index path passed in to my method, just like that. And then I'm going to return cell. But before that, I'll set the cell's background color to be green. Obviously, you'd probably want a more intensive method than this, where maybe you're looking up a picture or looking up a photo in an array or looking up a certain number. one thing I forgot to do is cast this method here, because the DQ method returns any object. So what you need to do is cast that method. And so I'm going to do that now. UI collection view cell. So you need to do as with a question mark to cast it, and there you go. Okay, the last thing I need to do is add this view. Take this view, and this is actually a bad name for it, because I should call this collection view. One thing I can do is I can overhead it, go to edit all in scope, and change this to collection view, and then hit enter. And then I can take the view of this whole view controller and add the collection view to it, and hopefully that adds it successfully. Okay, so we completed our 2 methods, we added our delegate, everything should be good to go. Let's try running this method, guys. Okay, sweet. So we have a view right now with if you probably count them, 100 green little boxes. It doesn't look too good. I'm gonna end the video here and not go too much into it. But as you can see, we probably don't want our boxes on the edge like that. It kind of looks ugly, and also not touching the carrier symbol and the very top of the box. But that's because we set our frame an interesting way. But as you can see, I can go up and down, and later I can click these boxes and have a different effect. But it's pretty cool for now, right? That's it for now, guys. Have a great day, and let me know what you think.